And we're live. Hello,
So fancy.
Facebook.
Hi, Facebook. Hi, Instagram.
Hi, Instagram.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, podcast.
Hello, podcast.
Okay, so we'll tell people real quick. We're live on my Instagram. That's at Todd Beats. We are live on Ashton's Facebook. That's Ashton Anderson, TYN, ANDERSON. Is that right?
That is correct.
Wow, I did a good job.
It's isn't it facebook.com/Ashton the Artist?
Ashton the Artist. And it's important you do the TYN, not TON.
ASHTYN.
And then our YouTube channel is Morning TnA. Because Todd and Ashton. And every morning is a little better with some TnA.
Mm-hmm. And that's T, little n, A.
Big A.
Capital T, lowercase n, capital A.
And we're continuing to get a little bit better about like what we're doing and how the show is progressing and how the series is progressing. And I think you guys are kind of seeing some of that. So we're going we're going full on like content crazy.
Yes.
We're going content crazy.
Well, that's kind of our focus, is building content. So we're all in on that right now.
Yes. We got tons. You guys like our ceiling there? Instagram likes our ceiling.
Oh, it's like the only spot in our house that doesn't have art.
And Facebook, you should be much happier with the video quality. I think we're starting to get to a point where we're getting the right lighting and the right sound and stuff. And we are way late today. We normally do this at 7:30, or that's what we shoot for. But we had to loan these mics out. The person that owns these mics needed these mics until this morning. To Russ. So shout out to Russ. We appreciate it.
Again.
And we're recording some more podcasts this week and stuff that we're going to build some content up and then eventually start releasing it daily, etc. So that's kind of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, babe.
Good
Even
morning.
though it's not morning at all.
Better late than never. And the order of us doing things doesn't, we're flexible on that. Sometimes we have early morning meetings. So it's okay that it's 11:30.
Yeah, and it's not about perfection. It's just about doing it.
Yep,
we
that's
just
it.
want to do it. We'll get perfect at it by doing it.
Right. And okay, so let's reflect.
Okay, let's reflect.
We
Because
have
that's
a
what this
lot
show
to
really is
reflect on.
about, is reflection.
Mm-hmm. Reflection and action.
Yeah, getting your morning started right.
That's right. So for our
With us.
reflection section of our podcast today, we have a lot to reflect on because we had a weekend.
We did. It was a wonderful weekend. I needed the rest, the
rest
recuperation.
Was nice. So Friday, do you remember what you did Friday?
No.
I think Friday, I did a health day Friday.
No. Your health day was Saturday, I believe.
Saturday was a priority day.
Okay.
So I did a health day. And I got to meditate. There was something that happened in the morning that kept me, like maybe it was just our podcast, kept me from meditating like right away. I did 15 minutes of silent meditation and then 15 minutes of meditation with Calm Meditation Radio by Pandora.
Ooh.
And I watched a video by my girl Teal Swan. Shout out to Teal.
She likes teal.
I love
Teal's
Teal.
pretty cool.
She's a spiritual, what is her, I can't think of her technical title, but to me she's like a spiritual guide.
Yeah. She talks. She has some pretty interesting perspectives about like spirituality and life and all that stuff.
And she has so many videos on YouTube. So obviously feel free to check those out.
Yeah.
Teal Swan. And that's not ringing any bells for you and what you did. I feel like you ran around a lot on Friday.
Oh my God, was Friday the storm? Friday was the storm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So, okay. So Friday was the storm, and Russ needed his mics back for the weekend, and there was just no getting around it. Like I had to go. So I spent about 4 hours driving from Norman way up to Northwest Expressway in Council where he lives. And then I have a client that's interested in some art or getting a portrait, but he wants to see like one of my portraits in person. And there's not a whole lot of those people around in Oklahoma. Like a lot of my portrait clients are from out of state. And so I managed to get a hold of one, and she lived in Edmond. So I drove from Northwest Expressway in Council to like way out in Edmond, all the way back down to Norman in that horrible snowstorm.
And time-wise, what is that for our non-Oklahoma listeners?
So I could have done it probably in 2 hours, no problem, if there was no weather, and it took me about 4.
Mm-hmm. It sounds about right.
So it was just slow going.
Mm-hmm.
The highways weren't bad, but the side roads were real slow, which from Northwest Expressway, there's really no highway unless you get on Kilpatrick Turnpike, and I don't like paying to drive.
I think you're saving gas,
Yeah.
but I get it.
I get it.
Okay, so that was Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and
Sold the Carry Yourself Like a King piece to Men. He picked that up Friday.
thank you, men. Shout out to men.
Wait, no, that was Saturday.
Oh, that was Saturday. Okay.
But that's still Reflection.
Saturday, I had clients at the spa,
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate Realm
All
of
day.
Serenity.
If you need your nails done, son.
I had my mom, which was awesome because we just sit and talk and talk and talk about all of the abstract
Forever.
ideas in the world.
Forever.
Forever.
Shout out to Anna Anderson.
Forever.
A very cool mother-in-law to have. I'm very lucky.
She the best. Hi, Mom.
Hey, ma.
And that was wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying her company and pampering her. And then I had beautiful Leanna to end my day, who went all out and got everything, all of the services that I have to offer, to the fullest, pretty much.
So
Pretty
she was
much.
butter by the end.
She was.
She was a butter person by the end.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So that was good. That was a hard day. My
Mm-hmm.
neck needed recuperation time after that.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful and it was totally worth it. And at the end of the day, it felt good.
I'm always very impressed that you get to like go take care of people, and that makes you really happy. And
It kind of energizes me.
like you're lucky enough to also benefit from that financially.
Right.
And those people turn that money over gladly. They're like, yes.
Give me more.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I always try to give them more than what they're paying for.
Like
So
Ashton's the kind of person where when she's having a bad day, if she gets to go do somebody's nails, it makes her feel better.
it does.
And
Because
it has
it
nothing
takes
to do with
me-
the money.
It takes me out of that negative headspace, whatever it is, because in that environment, it's not about me. It's completely about a different person that has their own things going on, completely separate, completely different than my things that are going on. And so in those moments, not only am I serving someone else and helping them through their moments, which feels good, I get to escape from my own. So it gives me some time, my brain some time to rest on the things that it's been worried about. And then I help someone else. And then I get to carry that feeling of helpfulness and being capable into my own worries. And usually it squashes them.
Yeah. And some people can do that to a detriment. They can like take care of others to the point where they never take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very good that you have a good balance.
Well, yes, because that's the only way that it works.
Right.
If I don't do my self-help day,
self-help,
I'm not going to be able to be in the headspace to help someone else heal.
Right.
So
it's awesome.
I have to be there first.
Right. That's why she has to have so many self-help days.
And caring for others to the point of not caring for yourself is not actually like a selfless thing. Like,
correct.
It's actually self-hate.
Yeah.
So
self-hate.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, love yourself.
Love yourself first.
This is a very different energy since we're doing this a little bit later in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. That's why I don't mind every once in a while, like, being flexible on that. I know we need consistency, but it's just nice to have, we do it when we can. And I trust that that's going to be the correct moment to do it.
We're going to keep getting better and better at it, where it's like, when you start something new, it's very like, I don't really kind of like, what are we doing?
It's very rigid.
I don't know. And a lot of times that feeling is what stops you from doing anything at all, is that fear of not knowing and looking stupid or feeling stupid or whatever. And I know it's set me back. Like I'm kind of a perfectionist. I kind of need everything to be just right before I release it. And I'm trying to not worry about that anymore.
Yeah, me too. And I think we're helping each other with that. It's nice having you to hold me accountable and help support at the same time.
Yeah. Because I know I've just seen it happen so many times. Just be consistent. Mm-hmm. Be consistent. Keep it simple. This is us. This is who we are. This is how we live our lives. Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Take part. Appreciate. Connect. We hope to inspire you in some way or make you laugh, or, Ashton gives me a hard time about that. I don't even care if you're just making fun of us because you think we're silly or stupid or whatever. If that's what makes you feel good, cool, man. Go for it, bro. I got your back. I'll be your bully. Wait, no, you can bully me. That's not it.
So back to our reflection.
Sorry.
Rein him in.
Steer that ship, babe.
Rein him in. So Sunday we did decide to take, I was originally thinking I was going to do another priority day, but I decided upon waking Sunday morning and feeling the feeling of Sunday. It's like, I kind of just want a day with my babe.
We're pretty consistent. Like Sunday's pretty consistently our day to just, really do nothing. Sometimes we'll do stuff, company. But like we really like that day to be like camping in the bed and watching shows, and we sometimes go over to our friend's house, Brian Fontenot and Michelle, his woman, are there.
Connolly.
Yeah, Michelle, maybe Connolly. And we went there last night and had a great time.
Played dominoes, got to let loose. I got to drink some wine.
She hasn't had wine in a while.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Well, it hasn't been that long. You had some over the holidays.
There's just a different feeling that you get from wine versus beer.
And it was that cheap ass wine too. It was that Carlos Rossi.
It was white.
Giant.
I think
jug.
It was Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, it's like Kool-Aid wine. I'm surprised that you're up and functioning today, honestly.
I had one glass.
It's a jug. You had two glasses.
I had one huge glass.
You had two glasses, babe.
Oh.
Sorry,
I had
senorita.
2 huge glasses.
2 huge glasses of Kool-Aid wine. $5.99 for 3 gallons.
I deserved it. We had a great week last
She
week.
and Michelle killed it. And I will have to say, I am so madly in love with Dominoes. It's a game that I grew up on with me and my buddies way back in the day, Bones. And we've been playing the last couple weeks, and I've been like, they're not as into that old school, like, talking shit Bones and stuff like I enjoy.
I am.
I'm trying to rein in, but
Brian's just not a sportsy, competitive
no, he's not.
kind of aura.
No.
And that games like that bring that out of me, my competitiveness.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you and I would probably come to blows.
And you're just like that all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, Brian, at one point, because one of the things you do in dominoes is, like, when you score big points, you slam the table and you come up with witty ways to say the number, or whatever, 15 or 20. And when Brian finally, like, put his spin on it, he was like, 20.
Yeah, he totally sang it.
He, like, sang it like a chorus line. It was awesome.
Of course you made it into a musical.
Beat dollars.
Love you, Brian.
That's my dude. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Not
So
to get totally off track.
I think we've. Is there anything else you would like to
We've
include?
reflectioned.
Well, we haven't done the action yet.
Okay, so I do want to. I want to make sure that these shows also kind of. Part of the focus that we're working on is Portland. In addition to that is our marriage, our wedding, and art shows, and there's some other stuff in there. But I did want to talk about how we got to talk a little bit about, like, wedding and Portland stuff.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna say. Cool. All right.
For those that haven't paid attention, we're trying to move to Portland. We're shooting to move to Portland in June, early June, late May. Wait for my son to finish his school year out, and then we are also getting married, and then we have this big, giant, grandiose plan where we are going to like, sell everything. Like, I've lived in this house for 10 years. Ashton's been here for 2 years with me. And it's just a bunch of stuff that I've accumulated, and it's mostly mine. And we want to, like, sell all of it and get rid of it and start our life in Portland completely fresh and empty and new and clean. And
so fresh and so clean.
Minimalistic to some degree so that we can work with purpose. So, like, only things that we really need will be what we start to get, especially in the beginning. So we talked about, like, our marriage plans.
Which has been difficult because, well, and I don't think, reflecting on it now, I don't think it was even difficult. It's just that I like to explore all of my options, and I kind of adopt how it would feel to go in a certain way. And then I kind of go that way for a little while just to see what it feels like. And then I decide.
She plays out the scenario in her mind over days and time to mimic that mood that she is considering.
That's true. So then I can decide how that makes me feel living as if that's the direction I'm going. And if I don't like it, then I try something different. And if I do like it, then I let it play out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So after exploring all of these different sides and all of these different options as far as weddings go and how we want to do that, I came back to, of course, my original thing, which is I'm really connected to wanting to take a hike and find a beautiful landscape and get married there.
Yeah, we live in Oklahoma. We would like to try to find something relatively close so that we can get people there with us that we love and care about, that it won't be too far of a journey. So if anybody has suggestions about places in Oklahoma that are beautiful, that would be a great setting for a wedding.
So we're going to check out Beaver's Bend, which is in what is it called? Broken Bow.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also we've had a suggestion of Sulphur. They have a really nice bridge there. So those are things that we've heard already. If you guys have any other suggestions,
We
feel
like
free.
unique settings. We try to go outside the box.
Yes. So I think that will be the symbolism that I'm looking for, because I love nature and earth, and I've grown up in Oklahoma. So I think that would be, getting to get married surrounded by Oklahoma nature sounds, I just like that symbolism.
Yeah, and I love what you love, so I got your back. Whatever you want to do.
And then it would also be our way of saying farewell to Oklahoma, and starting our honeymoon for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, like, so normally when people get married, especially if they're getting married in their normal hometown, like they would get, all hitched and stuff, and then they go to their honeymoon, which is usually a destination. And I think we kind of like the idea of getting married and leaving for our honeymoon, and our destination being Portland, which is where we're trying to move. And then we would just play out the rest of our lives on our honeymoon. It would be a very symbolic, cool moment to like go start everything together from scratch and build our lives as a unit.
Right. Yeah.
Because we're a pretty good unit.
Agreed. Little Red Bird says Turner Falls.
Oh.
I've thought about Turner Falls. I just need to explore it more. So we'll put that one on the list.
Cool.
We can check that spot out for sure.
The spring will be a great time for us to maybe take like a road trip. That'd be a cool podcast. Like we can take a road trip over like a day or two and just go visit all these places and do like live video and like talk to people and be like, "What's up? This is we're in Sulphur, yo." This is where we want to get married, kid. I don't know. What do you think of the scenery? Instagram?
Yeah, you guys can help us out.
Facebook? You guys have no say, actually. You have no say in where we get married.
Well,
you can make suggestions,
of course.
But
I will listen with an open heart to all suggestions, but ultimately, obviously,
respect everyone, listen to no one.
I don't like that saying.
Respect everyone, listen to no one.
Because I like listening and truly listening to everyone, and then taking pieces that I like and leaving pieces that I don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. So where do we go from here? This is a long one today.
Well, you started talking about the marriage. You wanted to talk about that because we had kind of put it on hold, because I got stressed out with all of the different options, and like every one I would decide, like there was somebody that it was like
not going to work out for or affect, and right.
So I was just thinking, I don't want to think about this anymore, because it got to where I was thinking about the wedding instead of enjoying my company with you.
Right,
and
exactly.
That's not what it's about. And I don't want it to be about that. And if that's what it ends up being about, then I don't want it.
Right. I mean, we've even talked about just like going and getting married.
Mm-hmm. That almost happened a couple times.
Yeah, we almost did it on our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It was real close.
November 1st.
Like if we had like $100 in our pocket that day.
The Day of the Dead.
We probably would be married. Right now.
Yep. But we didn't, because we're broke artists.
Oh man. This life.
Okay. So was there anything else that we need to touch on with the wedding that we had talked about?
I personally think that that's something that we should keep people posted on, updated on, and stuff, because I think that's a big part of this story, this journey that we're following. Yes.
So I can say another element that is vital to me in this wedding preparation is that we are doing DIY projects. Yeah. With the things that where we can.
We're gonna do hand turkey drawings. for the centerpieces. Do you guys know how to do the hand turkey drawing? Has anybody else learned it?
Yes.
It's an
Everybody
ancient
knows.
technique passed down by Michelangelo.
Oh,
The hand
was it
turkey drawing.
Michelangelo?
Michelangelo. Yep.
Mm.
Yep. He
Okay.
did the body thing. The Da Vinci. No, that's
Right.
Da Vinci.
Uh-huh.
Michelangelo did the Sistine Chapel thing.
There you go.
But prior to that, he invented the turkey hand drawing. And children have been learning it for ages.
What a master.
He was brilliant. That's a little known fact. I don't know if anybody knows that one.
So that will definitely, those DIY projects will definitely be something that can be followed, because we will document those and how we work together and creating things.
Yeah, and we don't want to spend a lot of money. We would rather do something that's very personal and from the heart and genuine from like who we are as people. It's like Ashton's ring that I made for her for our engagement. Like, she just, don't get me wrong, she could rock any jewelry, but like a giant diamond thing is not really her. It's just kind of not her style. Like, she's more
I like simple.
utilitarian. That doesn't sound
I
very
don't know.
complimentary,
I don't know
actually,
what that
but
means.
you know what I mean. Like, you're simple. You have
I'm more practical.
simple tastes. I think simple tastes. You don't need much to feel fulfilled.
That's very true. Because a lot of times I will wear a lot of jewelry, especially rings.
Right.
But most of them are very simple.
Right. Copper and bronze and things like that.
And like bands.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I
Not
do
a lot
like
of
those big
gemstones.
rocks.
Yeah,
I like
turquoise.
turquoise and
Yeah,
big
turquoise
rocks.
and copper and white gold.
Gems, natural gems.
Yeah, she's earthy.
That's right.
Yeah, she's
And
not.
so-
she's not blingy. She's earthy.
And so this wedding will reflect that.
Right.
My earthiness, his fire,
Which means I'm probably going to end up
fiery.
having to do a lot of labor for this wedding.
I mean, for our lives. That's like that's what I love about
Do you
the
hear
DIY.
that sigh? Do you hear that sigh?
Do you hear how I just ignored it?
Yes. Like, oh, hey, honey, I know you do things for us, but we need more symbolic things done for us.
Well, to me, that's living life,
I know. I'm just
doing things
I love you.
together.
Right. That's why we do it. That's why we're doing this. So, anyway. All right. So that's cool.
Okay, so
We're done with that topic.
let's talk about what we're going to do today then. I do want to say this tea is delicious.
To Mike's tea. Yeah.
It's more of to Mike's tea, urban traditions.
That was a very interesting segue. What are we doing today?
You were thinking,
must
so I
say-
filled
Oh,
the
thank you.
air.
Thank you for filling the air. To Mike's tea, urban traditions. Good stuff.
It's raspberry essence today. It's probably my favorite. I added some coconut oil to mine today. I don't usually do that, but that's pretty good. There's a little bit of caffeine in it.
Can anybody see that?
The light is so blown out. There it is, kind of urban traditions. Raspberry
Yep.
essence.
So, what?
So today we are going to do what?
I have to wrap up the last of Neil's real estate video.
Okay.
For
Neil's
sure.
big
And
flipping
then-
deals.
Yeah, and then a couple other things. I'm like on the tail end of like 3 or 4 different projects that I'm
Like about to wrap
yeah,
up.
just need to just put that little
Is that a wrap up?
Yep,
Like-
that's a I don't something like that. Yeah. It's
Okay.
a twist, it's a grab.
Yeah. It's funny how those can all like start to end at the same time. Okay. Well, today is a priority day for me.
Good, because you doubled up on your rest days? Is that how that worked?
Yeah, but I'm kind of just pretending yesterday didn't exist.
This
Because
is the
we were in our own spiritual world
Yes.
yesterday,
Yes.
which I think is totally necessary, especially if we're going to be pushing and going throughout the week like we have been.
Agreed.
Because it's like a Monday through Saturday
and
thing.
this is the best part about shaping your own life is you can shape it.
Right. That is correct.
If you make rules, and I even learned this lesson. Here's some lesson time for everybody.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready for some lessons, some life lessons, babe? Because I know you're good at this as well.
Oh.
So,
Thanks.
I was working on this painting. I was working on a painting recently, and what were we talking about just a second ago?
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Don't
I
do
lost.
that to me.
In my preparation of trying to tell the story, I completely lost my point.
Oh no! See, this is why I have the notepad.
What were you saying?
I was going to go to my priority,
Right.
what I'm doing today.
And what we did.
And we talked about how yesterday was exist in another place day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you shape your own rules. There we go.
Yes.
That's where I was going.
Okay.
So I was working on the king painting, and I've kind of developed this style over the years of painting, just through my own random processes, and I kind of have these rules that help dictate that process, and sometimes I get so fixated on staying within my own rules that I forget that I wrote the rules.
Right.
Like if I want to change the rules, if I want to switch up my mode, if I want to do this differently, I can, because I made it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be afraid to adjust your mode. All you got to do is continue trying to get to the point of success that you're happy with, and if you have to modify the means or your perspective or try something new or whatever, just do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it.
Sorry.
I love it.
There we go.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about.
Our teachable moment. Now you know. Okay. So my priority, last time I had a priority day, which was Saturday, I didn't get to focus on anything, which it would have been Portland. I still need to finish that painting, but again,
Yes.
I'm waiting. I need you to finish your part,
Right.
for me to be able to finish my part.
Thank you for reminding me.
Uh-huh.
I have all of these things that everybody wants right now.
Of course, that's our everyday.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Oh, I'm used to it. Do you see the bags under my eyes and my hairline?
That's why you got to do the self day with me, babe.
Yes,
I'm telling
I am
you.
definitely used to it.
That's why you got to do the self day with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Portland is my priority.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the only thing that I have on the schedule, which is that painting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what can I do specifically today? Our next step for Portland is to raise that $2,500 for our scout trip,
Mm-hmm.
which we are on our way
Yes.
already.
Yes.
So let's see, what can I do?
You're covering your pretty face. There we go.
What can I do with... Do you have any ideas of what steps I could take today to help raise $2,500?
I mean, I was going to suggest that you use your Hobby Lobby gift certificate you got for Christmas and buy a bunch of those 16 by 20 canvases, because I think they're like 2 or 3 packs for like $9 or something. So they're very affordable.
Okay.
And we can help turn those into those more affordable pieces like what I've been doing.
You're good at that.
I mean, other than like, it's not a bad idea to just finish that art that we have finished, because that means we're clearing demands out of the way.
Yes, but I'm waiting.
Right, for me, I know.
So while I'm waiting, I want to be doing something productive. So I think what I'm going to do is focus on the photo shoot.
Okay.
For our collaboration art show.
Okay.
Because that money is going to go towards our $2,500.
Okay.
Correct?
Cool.
Is that correct?
check your notes. I don't know.
Because I don't have the collab show under Portland. Is that right?
For those that don't know, okay, I have a pop-up show at 1219 Creative in April. Ashton is also trying to schedule one for herself. This big art show is going to kind of be a big evolution in my style that I'm excited about. And I had a show there last year that went really well. We really enjoyed. But you guys can kind of follow that progress on my Instagram and Facebook and all this other stuff that we got going. So Instagram is at Todd Beats. You're probably on that now. But if you don't know and you like Instagram at Todd Beats. Instagram at Ashton the Artist.
ASHTYN.
The Artist. No spaces, no underscores or any of that stuff. At Todd Beats, at Ashton the Artist. Facebook.
Ashton the Artist.
Todd Beats. Creative. KRE8V /KRE8V on Facebook. So anyway.
Cool.
Go ahead.
So I did decide I am going to put focus today into our
show.
Cool. So I'll probably try to get some ladies scheduled for the photo shoots.
Okay. Like in the next couple weeks, probably, I think would be good.
Okay.
Like with not, I'll manage. We'll figure out the time.
Okay.
But I'm game. Let's clarify that. Oh, are you writing things down?
I'm writing down my next step for raising $2,500, which is our collab show. And
I'll be doing the photography. You're going to model yourself, and then with some other ladies, some other models. They will also possibly model by themselves, etc. We're going to do like very close up, tightly cropped pictures of the human female forms, depending on the picture. And then you're going to draw from those pictures.
I'll do portraits of those pictures.
Yeah, she's going to...
Of those photos. And then we will have an art show that displays all of them. And the funds there will be a percentage of that goes towards our scout trip.
Yeah.
Or I might even work it out where 100% of the funds go to.
Yeah.
It just depends on what else is going on at that point in our lives.
Again, we're not rigid. We can adjust.
Right. We also might need food. So
the goal is the goal.
Yeah. Okay.
So
cool. So it looks like we've got that planned out, mapped out.
So since this has been a 40-minute episode already and it's like noon, should we just skip the meditation thing?
Sure.
I think that's okay, right?
Sure.
We can do like a quick namaste kind of thing, like as we breathe in and out towards the end.
Sure.
Does that work?
Yeah, you can go ahead and lead that.
Well, wait. I hear that tone. Am I taking over?
Yes, but that's okay. Go ahead.
But do you want to do the full meditation?
I do not. I want to do what we're on the path doing already. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna. I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Ashton may kill me between now and then. If I go missing, ask Ashton.
It's more that I'm obeying the law of improv, where you don't ever deny what somebody wants to do. You ask to do it a certain way, so I'm allowing to do it that way.
Yeah, but we don't have to do that.
Well, it's the rule of improv. Like, it helps the flow of your production go better.
But are we do we have to follow that rule? Remember, we just said we can follow our own rules.
I always feel a lot more respected when people follow that rule for me. So yes, I would like to follow that rule.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I love you very much.
I love you.
Thank you for following that rule.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I guess we're signing off. Again, we will continue to start. I think what we're going to do is post the YouTube video from the previous day under next day's live Facebook feed. Does that make sense? So today's episode will be available on YouTube with the clarity audio and all that good stuff instead of just the iPhone audio. That will be in the comments from tomorrow's live show in the morning. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we ready to kick some ass today?
I am.
Okay. Well, I love you very much.
I love you too. Love you guys. Love you guys.
We're signing off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 7:30. Right?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right. Did it record?
It won't finish.